Hi, I'm Andrew with Baker's Gas. We're here today with my new demo machine that just came in. We put it together. It's a DeltaWeld 350. So this is the all-new DeltaWeld. Couple of newer things that so it's no longer a transformer machine. It's an inverter, has inverter technology. And it comes with this all-new Intellx Feeder that talks directly to the DeltaWeld 350. So new feeder, new look, new machine. Pretty cool setup. I'm gonna walk through the programs that are in this thing. We're gonna weld with it, and we're gonna show you the ease of use with this machine. So, where would this machine be used at? Generally, we would say heavy fabrication, shipyards, truck trailers, that kind of thing, where there's some heavy plate being welded on, or industrial size fab shops, that kind of thing. So. It is a 3-phase only unit, but 220 or 460, 3-phase only. So let's jump into some of the features on this unit. So kind of unique to this is a little storage compartment underneath the actual on the cart, so you can put all your consumables, that kind of thing, down there. Pretty cool. You got gun holders. So the option that we don't have right now, Miller does make it, is a dual feeding system, so you can have 2 MIG guns. That's why the cart has 2 MIG gun holders here. We got our power connector, so we got our ground and our power cable. These 2 holes on the front. When we set this up, we just did it because we're going to probably put it back in the box, but when you set this up, you run the power cords through here, and you can loop them inside there, and then they come up through the back. Keeps it nice and clean on the setup. So as you see, there's no interface on the actual power source. It just has power on, so we hook it up, and everything is controlled up on this feeder. So what I don't have here, so you see that this feeder's kind of locked down. It has a pin back here that we can attach to it, and now our feeder will swivel. So a lot better access to the machine, that sort of thing. If we want to flip it around here, I'll show you guys on the inside. So we flip that door up. You can see no longer is it covered on the front and the back, but it does have a nice sturdy door. It's a 4 drive roll system. This thing will do mild steel, metal core, flux core, and stainless. We got 045 hard wire in there right now, solid wire. 2 tensioners. Actually a really rugged setup, very nice. Comes with a 300 amp Bernard Q gun, center fire consumables. The gas rack on the back is a dual cylinder cart, and it comes with your chain hookup. So you can run, like I said, we could hook this up with a dual feeder, have 2 different types of gas running for the same thing. Also on the back of the unit is a 110 plug for accessories or auxiliary hookup, that kind of thing, for 110 power. So that's on the back of the actual power source itself. Now another thing that isn't on here right now, but is an option, is a 14-pin hookup. So if you just want to get the power source without the Intellex Pro feeder or Intellex feeder, it comes with a 14-pin, and that's where this panel would be uncovered, and have a 14-pin, so you could run your 20 series feeders on there if you have an older one with a 14-pin. Just kind of a good retrofit thing if you want another power source but you don't need a feeder. So let's step right into the programming on this thing. So it's got 2 memory slots. Right now you hit going down here, so this is where it comes into easy use. So we got 3 different ones. We got MIG, Easy Set MIG, and we got AccuPulse with Easy Set also. So MIG is just going to be your straight CV, nothing no predetermined settings in there. So let's go to wire. We got steel wire. Like I said, we can go metal core, flux core, stainless steel, and we're gonna go back to steel because that's what we're running. We got 045, 052, 030, 035. So 4 different sizes installed within the machine. We're running 045 gas. We got 100% CO2, so there's many. We're running a 90-10 mix, so we got 75-25, which is pretty common in the industry. 80-20 common gas, 85-15 common to 90-10. That's what we're running here today. We're gonna try that, and then you just hit done, and you can see MIG steel 045 gives you your gas setup. So fairly easy to set up as far as that goes. and change your wire feed and your voltage independently of one another. So let's go back down here to our little MIG gun, hit that. We'll go to easy set. Now we're going to leave all these the same. So what you do is you toggle through, hit done, 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 boom. All right, now you can see right here, easy set came on. This little light up top. So what happens is when I change that wire feed, it changes the voltage also. So you can also see the material thickness. So what are you welding on? 3/8, quarter inch. It just gives you a optimal setting for that thickness of plate. So almost like auto set feature with your smaller units, but it is called easy set for larger units. So we can change voltage, and if you notice here, you get a little star and then 2 down arrows. See it changes between up, down, star. So the star is the optimal setting. We're below the optimal setting, we're above the optimal setting, and then we can change our wire feed. So technically we'd only have to change our wire feed if we were just choosing material. So we'd find the star, leave it there, and then just change our wire feed, and it would go through each side's material thickness. Pretty cool. And Miller developed the technology for this for shops that were struggling to find qualified welders, right? But they knew what size material they weld on all the time. They were just training people to weld, and they'd say, well, just set your machine to 5/3/8 plate and run the optimal setting on that. So it makes ease of use for functionality for welders, new welders, learning welders, that kind of thing. So let's go back down to our little MIG gun here, and we'll go to AccuPulse for easy set. So AccuPulse, we'll toggle through and hit done. AccuPulse is a pulse setting, particularly for thicker material. It's just a pulse waveform, and so remember what a pulse waveform does. It bounces between short circuit and spray transfer for good out of position welds on heavy material. So AccuPulse, so on that we just change our wire feed speed, and then it's measured in arc length. So once again, 1/2 inch material, we can bump it down. My optimal arc length is 0.0, goes down to -10, goes up to 10. So all arc length is doing is basically lengthening or shortening your arc length while you're welding. So that's either cleaning up or causing more spatter. So it's either clearing the spatter or causing more spatter, but I've seen it run between, you know, never up at 10 and never at -10, but between -2.5 and 2.5. So, but 0 is the optimal setting, and obviously we can change our wire feed speed. So let's go back to just straight MIG, and I will talk about this button right here. So the arc control. So essentially this arc control button here just adjusts what do I want to say? It adjusts inductance, but it's going to give you a more fluid or more stiff bead. So you can choose between fluid or stiff. Pretty cool setup. I mean, that's actually, you know, it's actually telling you what it's doing as opposed to just giving you a nominal number and you don't know what that nominal number means. So there again, it's for the newer welder or the shop that was struggling to find people that can weld, but they know they got workers that are willing to weld. So they say, well, what do you want, more fluid puddle or more stiff puddle? So they just adjust from there. Now if we go back to, I'll just get it set up there, if we're on AccuPulse, so this button now becomes essentially sharp arc. So we can already change our arc length, but on the older Envision systems, Continuum systems, that sort of thing, it was called sharp arc. Now sharp arc controls your arc conical shape. So if you want a wider bead, right, or if you want a narrower bead, if that makes any sense. So it's essentially a sharp arc. That's what it's controlling now that it's on the AccuPulse. But when you go back to MIG, it is just an inductance setting. So just gives you a good rundown. Once again, we got jog, we got purge, right on the front of the machine. And then we flip down our other panel. Now on this Intellex Pro, you get all these functionalities on the Intellx Pro. They make an Intellx, just an Intellx feeder, and it does not have all these functions on here. It'll have no screen, it'll have no buttons. It'll just be arc control and 2 knobs here to adjust wire feed and that sort of thing. So this is the Intellx Pro. We got trigger hold, setting, we got trigger select. So trigger select will bounce between memory 1 and memory 2. So you just tap the trigger. So if you have two different settings, say you're going from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, and you got memory 1 set up to 1/4 inch, memory 2 set up to 1/2 inch, you just bump the trigger and it flip-flops the program between memories. Turn that off. We got pre-flow. We can set that up, pre-flow for our gas spurge. And then we also got our post-flow. We can set that up. Now, when those are lit up, that means that they are on. So I just turned them off. It's got a nominal setup pre-flow on that thing. So we'll go back to here, turn it off, close our little door. So basically that's the whole Intellx Pro feeder in a nutshell. I mean, it's very simple to set up. As you can see, it's not very many buttons. We just choose gas, wire size, and wire. Pretty simple. And I think in this thing coming out into the world of industrial fabrication, it's going to change a lot of things in that world because of the ease of setup. Now we no longer have to know our wire feed and our voltage. We can just do it on easy set and go from there, and it gives us our nominal dimension. We can obviously tweak those, but I'm just saying it's pretty innovative when it comes to that. It's actually a very nice machine. Now let's give this thing a shot and we'll weld with it. Alright, so we got her set up to weld here. One quick thing I wanted to show you was I'll turn on the trigger select. Now you can see we're on memory 1. I got it set at 27.5 volts, 350 inches a minute on wire. Now I just tap the trigger and it went down to memory 2. So that's what I was saying. If we're welding on thinner material to thicker material, thicker material to thinner material, we'll have our memory set up for both. We just tap between. See how every time I hit the trigger it taps between them. So that's with trigger select on. Turn it off, nothing. It just feeds wire. So nice little feature. Let's give this thing a shot. So like I said, 9010 gas, 045 wire, and we're running 27.5 volts, 350 inches a minute. We got a piece of 3/4 inch plate here. We'll give it a shot. So you can see it was real smooth arc. I'm in spray transfer, so like and maybe some of you know, some of you don't know, but above 26.5 volts is typically where spray transfer occurs. Plus, you got to have 80% or more argon content in your gas mixture. So we're in spray transfer. Very nice weld bead. Let me just mess with our inductance setting. We're going to turn it on. We're going to go to 10. We're going to go on fluid. I want to see if that'll smooth out some stuff here. That lays a very nice bead. Really good, really nice machine. The feed's really nice. I mean, it's very common to the old DeltaWeld units. If you guys have any old DeltaWelds, great machines. This is just the new revamped one. Well, thanks for watching my video, and this thing comes as one package, so we'll link that part number below. You can choose between Intellx Pro or Intellx Feeder. So there's, like I said, the only difference is the controls that you get. So the Pro has everything, and for a little bit more money, I would say that's a better choice. I don't think it's a lot of money at all, but you get a lot of options with that. So like I said, one package. You can choose a dual system or a single system, but we'll link everything below. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.